So like for real, I always think that the worst thing that could happen to you in a biochemistry exam is if they ask you to draw this pathway. It's very simple, but it's often neglected. You get? It's very simple. Very, very simple. This is even simpler than what glycolysis. But sometimes they might even teach the whole syllabus of biochemistry and even leave the Rapoport Leubering cycle. Right? So in this exam, students were asked to talk about the importance, right? So write extensively on the importance of Rapoport Leubering cycle. All right. So writing on it, another name for Rapoport Leubering cycle is what? BPG. What is BPG? 2,3 biphosphoglycerate. This one. 2,3 biphosphoglycerate, right? So they call it 2,3 biphosphoglycerate shunt. Now let's go through the importance. So I don't know if they ask you to write about the importance, you can still choose to draw the cycle. It will draw you more marks, you get. All right. So talking about the importance, we said that the Rapoport Leubering cycle, also known as the Rapoport what Leubering shunt, is a metabolic pathway in matured red blood cell. Only matured red blood cell. Do you know why? Because the matured red blood cell actually have what hemoglobin for oxygen transport. Okay. So if your red blood cells are not reaching maturity, you might actually have a problem with this cycle where oxygen is not being delivered again. So they play a crucial role in regulating what? Oxygen delivery to tissues. If my bloods are picking up oxygen from the lungs and I need oxygen in the brain, it's this cycle that actually ensures that. So it's very, very important. But they always neglect it in syllabus, right? I don't know why. So what is the key functions? What are the key importance of this cycle? This cycle leads to the synthesis of what? 2,3 biphosphoglycerate, which I was talking about. This one, 2,3 biphosphoglycerate. The cycle produces what? 2,3 biphosphoglycerate, and it's this 2,3 biphosphoglycerate that can bind to hemoglobin and tell the hemoglobin that look, reduce your love for oxygen and drop the oxygen to the tissues. I don't know if you understand me. It reduces the affinity. It reduces how hemoglobin loves oxygen. You know, hemoglobin binds oxygen and it's like, okay, I love oxygen so much. But when this hemoglobin gets to a tissue that needs oxygen more, the 2,3 biphosphoglycerate will now start advising hemoglobin that look, stop binding to this oxygen, let it go. All right. So the 2,3 biphosphoglycerate is like what? Something that will negotiate with hemoglobin that look, the body needs oxygen. You get? So it's very important. So this allows hemoglobin to release oxygen more readily to tissues that need it. I don't know if my explanation have made anything. Then oxygen delivery. So by modulating the hemoglobin's oxygen binding affinity, the Rapoport Leubering cycle ensures efficient oxygen delivery, especially under conditions of low oxygen availability, like when you climb to very high mountains and all of that, where you go to high altitudes. Okay, this is a cycle. If you don't like to draw this other one, you can see what? Draw this one. It's very nice. Okay. Then it also maintains red blood cell function. So the cycle helps to maintain the proper function of red blood cells by regulating their metabolic processes and ensuring that they effectively transport oxygen, right? Then adaptation to hypoxia, that's when oxygen supply is low. So the cycle is particularly important in adapting to low oxygen environment, allowing the body to maintain adequate oxygen supply to vital organs. So basically, when oxygen is reduced, some other organs are not vital. Their oxygen supply can be cut to now supply other vital organs like the kidneys, the heart, the brain. You get. You also support high metabolic demand. So during periods of high metabolic demand, such as exercise, when you are doing exercise, this 2,3 biphosphoglycerate will now be negotiating more with the hemoglobin that look, this guy is so busy, release more oxygen again. So the cycle helps to meet the increased needs of oxygen by facilitating its release from hemoglobin. Simple. That's the importance of Rapoport Leubering cycle, also known as 2,3 biphosphoglycerate shunt.